Okay, COVID-19 pandemic chronology video for today, Thursday, 8 December 2022. Yes. Yeah. Yep, I did. Yeah, okay. So, I got a little seasonal white squirrel here. My mom put these on the railing outside my bedroom. There are two of them, so I decided to bring one. So the squirrel says hi. There's COVID-19 pandemic update. There's I don't want to be in the video. So here we go. I was successful yesterday on my 2 to 3 week pandemic weight regulation plan. I had finished my morning exercise, so my rowing and strength training for today. I still have my elliptical to go, and I'm partway through my food for the day. So that's my check-in for day 14 of this 2 to 3 week pandemic weight regulation plan, and day 11 on the TANF diet with PMS modifications. Now, yesterday I mentioned that I had some sweet eats, savory eats. So I have two playlists on my channel, one for sweet eats, one for savory eats, and the videos where I eat the something on camera. And the first video was eating a Lunchable dirt cake, and that was like, I think I filmed that one and published it in like 2020. And I was like, it's really weird eating on camera. And it's not, I've shown food in a number of my videos, especially in regards to the TANF diet, or if we're out at lunch somewhere or dinner or something, I'll put videos of it, but it's different actually eating the food. So these playlists are sweet eats is specifically sweet foods or sweet treats, and then savory eats is like savory foods. So that's like not sweet items, essentially. And so I was like, okay, I enjoy watching videos for where people eat food if I'm dieting. One, because then I get to live vicariously through them. But two, it was spurred by, they had a new Lunchables item, and I was like, ooh, I'm at that point, I think restaurants were still closed and stuff like that, so we couldn't dine in restaurants. So the idea for these sweet eats and savory eats actually came from the pandemic itself, because I was like, well, it's not like I get to film food in a restaurant, so I might as well get something I haven't had from Lunchables before and film myself eating it. So I did one of those, and then it was like 2 years before I actually came back around and did like eating, tasting my first two pierogies. One was sweet and one was savory. And so yesterday I mentioned I had some ideas, so I'm going to this is a list of 4 ideas I have for videos, and my goal is to get them done in December 2022. So before 2023 ends, I would like to have 4 videos for you from sweet and savory eats, and I already have a list. So I'm going to go through those. And so this is pandemic related because these eating videos for me originated in response to a change of, we're no longer allowed to eat at restaurants. So it actually originated from COVID-19 pandemic closures. So there's the history of these videos on this channel, Tanis Leonardi YouTube channel. All right, the first one is a gold medal sandwich. And so I have done 2 videos with gold medal sandwich analogies. That's something my Kyle and I came up with, in like 2017 or 2018 or something like that. And so I did the gold medal sandwich that there was this ice cream sandwich we liked, and I have a video of the gold medal sandwich as well as a video of mini gold medal sandwiches. So I was thinking for one of the videos it'd be a sweet eats video where I eat the gold medal sandwich. I already have a video on the channel with the gold medal sandwich, this ice cream sandwich. So it's a gold medal sandwich ice cream sandwich analogy, and I already have that video of that particular ice cream sandwich, which is like 2 snickerdoodle cookies and then like vanilla ice cream filling it. I have a video of that already on the channel. However, I did not eat it on camera. So it would be going back to that same product if I can find it and eating it on camera. And yeah, and then possibly there's like an M&M version of that, so if I found that, maybe do like 1 or 2. But yeah, so that's the first one. The second one is mini gold medal sandwiches. So that's I don't remember what type of cookie it was. I think it was mitten chocolate chip ice cream filling, and then it was like chocolate chip cookies or ginger molasses cookies or something, and they were like mini ice cream sandwiches. And so that was another ice cream sandwich I used is to explain the gold medal sandwich analogy with ice cream sandwiches. And the gold medal sandwich analogy is one cookie or one, yeah, let's say cookie is a gold medal, the filling is a silver medal, and then the other cookie is a gold medal. So it's named gold medal sandwich. The name comes from the type of bread as opposed to the filling. So like a rye sandwich kind of thing, or a rye bread sandwich. And so that would be a second one, a sweet eat. And so they come in a little container, and there's like, I think like 6 or 8 of these tiny little ice cream sandwiches, and so eat those. So that's the second idea. The third idea is one that I did not get to do. So Burger King, if you're watching this, don't worry. It was a bad location anyway. So I'd actually been to the Burger King in Federal Way before for a water polo tournament, and it was like right before Burger King closed. And a couple of people ordered like fries and onion rings, and I did not have any of the onion rings. I think they even asked if I wanted some, and I was like, no, thank you. And so I've been to that Burger King location before successfully, and was not successful this last time. And so it's like, okay, it was a bit of a hassle even though it was closing last time. And I was like, you know what? I've been to a Burger King in Minnesota. That wasn't so bad. And I have only had one Whopper in my life. So maybe I'll see if I can find a kind of like quote unquote off the grid location and do my second ever Whopper. And so I'm a simple girl or low maintenance girl in that I don't need a bunch of embellishments on my Whopper. Just I want an original Whopper. That's what I had, and that's what I would like to try again. It would only be my second time eating a Whopper, and the first time was approximately 20 years ago. So just same old, plain old original for me. Plus an order of onion rings. So this is if I can get it. I've already tried to do this and failed. So the location, so that would be a savory eats video, not a sweet eats video. And a location kind of off the grid I found was in Everett on Evergreen Way. And I thought that was a very fitting location because Washington State, where I'm living, is known, the nickname for the state is the Evergreen State. And evergreen is a reference to evergreen trees, which there are a lot of here, providing us our oxygen and stuff like in the critters' homes, the red squirrels' homes. Although the red squirrels, they're also named Douglas squirrels, and they're named Douglas squirrels because of the Douglas fir tree, and they like to make the Douglas fir tree their home. So fun fact about the critters. So that would be a savory eats. And then the fourth one that I'm trying to get done this year is a cookie dough sweet eat. I don't know what type of cookie dough. I would try eating like a pound of cookie dough does not, I don't know. So I'd try potentially and find a smaller package. So the goal, so with my sweet eats and savory eats, I eat the full product. So cookie dough is, the product itself is not the problem, it's the serving size that I'm like, okay, I don't know where to find, like, I don't, half a pound of cookie dough might be doable. A pound of cookie dough, I don't actually know. So a cookie dough type and size of like the serving has yet to be determined. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe I eat half the cookie dough, but then that's like, oh no, I could do that possibly, but we'll see. I don't know yet because I didn't finish the pierogies in the video. I stopped filming and then finished eating the pierogies. So there we go. That's not, but I do try to eat the full product in the video. Because the flavors can change. And the pierogies, both of them actually got better after I finished filming. I'll follow up on that. With cookie dough, the thing to be cautious about is there's something called salmonella. What is salmonella? Salmonella is something that it was like a disease, but not actually a disease, that somebody can get if they eat raw or undercooked eggs. And so cookie dough tends to have raw eggs in it because it needs to be cooked, and so that's it's not a disease because it's like it makes the people I've known who've gotten salmonella, I personally have not. Maybe I'm immune to it. In my approximately 30 years of eating cookie dough, I have not gotten salmonella, so maybe that's just not a problem for my immune system. But I have known people who have gotten salmonella, and it's just like a cold, and then it goes away, kind of thing. So that's the experience that I am aware of salmonella. And some, I think, like maybe 1 or 2 people in my life I've known who've gotten it from cookie dough. However, or not however, I guess it is a bit of a cookie dough for me is I would prefer to do cookie dough over fast food in certain fast food chains. So like I've had a good experience with Burger King, but there's if looking across the street and then 2 doors that way, there was a kid, Christian Decker. Who was part of the neighborhood growing up. He ate at Jack in the Box and got hepatitis because one of the workers didn't wash their hands when they went to the bathroom. And he was about to die and got a liver replacement. And so they actually sued Jack in the Box and got over $10 million because Jack in the Box wasn't following health protocols. So in the like hierarchy of risks I'm willing to take for my like sweet and savory eats, cookie dough's sounding okay, right? Versus the kid who got hepatitis, so they sued and they got a bunch of money. He, however, almost died, and he had to get on the list for a liver transplant. And so the liver he has now is a transplant. It's not his original liver because the hepatitis just like annihilated his liver. So there's like if I were to eat somewhere, there's like cookie dough and like the possibility of salmonella is sounding a whole lot better than like the neighbor kid who he's about my age actually. So growing up, he was a unique case of the liver transplant was only supposed to last, or like there was uncertainty about, so he's still alive, but his predicted life expectancy was about 20 to 25 years old. And so I'm approximately 30 and he's approximately my age, so he's lived past that. However, in the hierarchy of risks I'm willing to take, getting back to that for a sweets eats or a savory eats, cookie dough and salmonella sound a heck of a lot better, if I'm even susceptible to it, right, than hepatitis and potential death and liver transplants for eating at a fast food chain. So there are certain fast food chains I have not ordered nor eaten food at in my entire life, like Jack in the Box, for stuff like that. So for me, cookie dough is not a big deal. For some people, it is. However, the people I do know who have gotten salmonella from eating cookie dough are like, it's made out to be way a bigger deal than it actually is. It was like a cold, if that. It was more like just my tummy's not feeling so good. So yeah, so that's why for me. And happy day. That's my COVID-19 pandemic update for the day. And I guess a little bit of history about some of the YouTube choices I've made during the pandemic.